Hey guys, welcome back to Filter Coffee Football. I forgot the name of our channel for a second there. But that's the kind of World Cup we've seen, right? Already at the quarterfinal stage and some juicy fixtures finally awaiting. We're going to deal with these in like two separate sets of videos. So first we're going to take care of one side of the bracket and then we're going to go for the other side. So let's start with Netherlands versus Argentina. My team obviously in there. Argentina, really want them to win, but I want you to kind of give your opinion first on this fixture and just their results in general.
Netherlands did have a decent enough game. A difficult opponent would have made it even more difficult for them, is what I feel. And I think this is a very good competition right now for them to prove their mettle if they're really worth going ahead, because they have not really shown up to the big stage after the finals of, when was it,
2010. I mean,
2010.
that actually brings us because 2014 they actually met Argentina in the semifinals where Argentina won on penalties. So Netherlands kind of have a bone to pick with Argentina going into this one, and I don't know. I mean, Argentina's win. I think Argentina's victory over Australia looks a lot closer than it actually was. It was a very comfortable win for the most part for Argentina, but they won't get that sort of comfort against Netherlands, right? A much superior attack compared to what the Argentines have faced so far. Just overall, a much better rounded team in the Netherlands. Coming up to face this Argentine defense, and probably a defense that's really going to be challenged because they have conceded 3 goals overall so far in 4 games, which is not the best record when you're talking about the World Cup. And Netherlands have players to hurt you. I mean, Dumfries down that right wing position, Gakpo and Depay obviously in the
Seen from
midfield.
Gakpo, yes.
And then Frankie de Jong, honestly, for me, he's been probably Netherlands' best player so far, at least the most consistent player, like really orchestrating their their midfield for them.
I think this is could very well be a Messi versus Van Dijk game, which, an or a or even better, Julian Alvarez versus Van Dijk game could very well be a possibility. I do think Alvarez should start as he has been. I'm also interested in seeing how and when, if they give Enzo Fernandez a start, and if Louis Van Gaal has a plan for the dynamic attack that Argentina have right now. His setup has always been attack, attack, attack. I think with the formation that they're playing, they might be vulnerable to the speedy Argentine forwards.
Yeah, I feel like the most important players for Argentina outside of Messi, of course, is going to be Rodrigo de Paul. He's kind of had a patchy World Cup, better last couple of games, but not the best start to the World Cup. And then Angel Di Maria, rested for the game against Australia. I think he is absolutely crucial. I personally feel like it's Argentina's performances are more dependent on whether Di Maria shows up versus Leo Messi. So I really hope that he actually does show up. But Netherlands, I mean, coming in with some really good form, a really potent attack as well. Gakpo kind of up amongst their kind of vying for that golden boot, although probably Mbappe running away with that. Final call, like who do you think is going to win?
Very possible Argentina just pushed through.
Okay, yeah, for me as well. I think Argentina will just push through, but Messi will have to show up. Otherwise, this Dutch team is just really, really good, stacked with quality. But yeah, let's move on to probably a relatively easier fixture to call, although you never know. Brazil versus Croatia. Croatia coming through really, really nail biting, and in the end, the penalties. Croatia just seemed like they kind of knew that they've been there before, they've done that before, and they just seemed really confident. I thought at one point taking Modric off probably kind of risks them in penalties, but no. I mean, calm and composed, just completely clinical against this Brazil team that absolutely like rolled over South Korea. I mean, the second half was I don't know. I don't know how I feel. You substituted your goalkeeper. It feels almost insulting to South Korea when a team does that, right? So, what do you think about this game?
Brazil in the red hot form there, and they might just steamroll Croatia. You might not even notice, but they might just completely steamroll Croatia. Neymar also seems to be back. The entire forward lineup seems to be back. Everyone suddenly has started clicking again. So I'm excited to see this, and I want to see how Croatia defend or how they set up. Are they going to just play on the counter? Are they going to really put the game up to Brazil? Because hey, even Brazil are not known to defend, and if you're going to play counter attack versus Brazil, you better score more goals because they are going to score a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so hard to defend against this Brazil, right? Like they can rip through your attack through the middle or through the wings, or they simply have quality to shoot from distance, like Neymar, Lucas Paqueta, even Casemiro has like a howler in him every now and again. It's going to be really hard for Croatia to keep this game. To keep Brazil out of this game. I honestly don't see anybody else except Brazil progressing through the semi-final, and that probably gives them quite possibly the easiest run towards the finals berth, right? I mean, obviously they'll face Argentina or Netherlands in the semis, which is probably going to be their only real test going into this entire tournament so far. So yeah, easy win for Brazil and possibly Argentina going into the semis. This is what the favorites look like, an all-American, an all-South American semi-final. Let us know who you think is going to go meet in the semi-final, and if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe, and watch the second video that's going to come right after this, talking about the second side of that tie. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Bye.